Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Rathburn Contracting. Today we have a really cool driveway. It's about 75 feet long, 18 feet wide. We're gonna get it torn out and prepped today. So we got the semi coming, jackhammer, the skid steer. It's gonna be a eventful day. So it's thankfully kind of right down the road. So we waited until the perfect time to get there when we told the homeowner. So we're gonna head down the road and start this project. Had a pretty good weekend. Hope you guys did as well. We got some concrete poured at our place. That's curing out nicely. I don't know if you guys can see these sidewalks. I just wet her down, but it goes around there. It'll just keep the bugs and stuff, all the spiders. And we live kind of close to the woods, so. All right, I'm gonna head there. I'll see you guys at the job. Yes, please. Thank you. All right, let's see what we're working with. You don't see any rebar reinforcement, right?
I know.
Okay. See if you can pull that out and see if you can see sand. Somebody go get a Phillips screwdriver so I can take that grate off. It looks pretty plugged to me. It'll probably be to daylight if I had to guess. This is Austin. So it'd be best to be facing east. So come do like a loop around one of the blocks to the north so that you're coming up the hill and you got plenty of room. We got all the parking spots blocked off for you, but it'll just be way easier coming up the hill. All right, sounds good, Dave, thanks. Is the hoses hooked up? Yep. All right, is it on? No. Okay, go ahead and turn it on. We'll figure out where it goes. Well, he said it's worked for 10 years, so why don't you take all the grates out and we'll clean it for him. The truck's on his way. There was a mix around with the drivers, so. That's some thick concrete. Yeah. I have no idea why. And why there was those pieces of rebar. So, truck just showed up. We get this put in the hole, tear out more concrete. Yank his front cone. Hello.
I didn't know this was ran the main road.
Me neither.
Just got you some stuff in bushes.
Thank you.
There's a Celsius in here if you want it. It's the only flavor I
That's
thought
fine.
that maybe you'd like.
Here.
It's locked.
Okay, doing an 8.
21.6.
That's exactly 1 inch per 10 feet. Okay. That's weird.
Yeah.
I saw you lock it on there. That is such an illusion.
What?
I said it's such an illusion. This is basically the same height as the garage. Holy cow. Alrighty, heading back to the shop. We got it all torn out. It was way thicker, at least double what typical concrete driveway for residential is, so that kind of was a bummer. I figured it'd be like 1.5 dump truck loads. It was 3 full to the brim loads, so it didn't really account for that. But unless I get like one of those readers that'll tell you the depth, I don't really know of a good way to estimate accurately unless it's a variable estimate, which I don't like to do. I really like giving people a number. That's what they budget for, and that's kind of what they expect. So sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, until I come up with a better method. That's kind of the way things are going. So we got all the concrete torn out. Tomorrow we're going to come back, throw in some gravel, get it nice and compacted, and it's going to kind of take a little bit because that right side is a thickened edge, so it's going to be stuff to kind of figure out how to form it, because we have the neighbor's driveway, so we need to be careful not to make too much damage over there. But they're being very cooperative and understanding, which is great. There's nothing worse than doing a shared driveway and the neighbors are not friendly or fight with each other, because then you can't walk on their property, and that's a whole deal. I've had quite a few actually instances of direct neighbors that refuse to talk to each other, so then somehow I'm the mediator, and they both don't have a problem with me, but they don't let me walk on their property just to spite their neighbor. That's why I live in the country. I just could not handle that. I got a few errands to run, some things to catch up with, and we will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. Heading back to the job. I'm at 8 Point right now. Just got a load of 1x3 limestone, or sorry, 1x3 concrete. It's a bigger rock, about the size of a baseball. There's a lower area that was a little bit saturated, so I'm gonna put that down first before we put down the rest of the gravel. And I want to get in there with the dump trailer because it's going to be pretty hard to maneuver because it's kind of rush hour. So we're just gonna have to stop traffic. That's the only way we're gonna be able to get in there. The guys are picking up some plywood so that we can do a thickened edge on the right. I brought a 2x12, but it's not enough. It's gonna be probably 2 feet, and I don't really want to stack boards because that just makes it harder to strip and face, because then you have a big seam in the middle. So I'm gonna kind of do a pour to wall form, and it'll just look a lot better. All right, just got to the job. I pulled the cones so that I have room to back in. You can see all these cars going by, so it's gonna be a pretty quick backup job. All right, I got a small gap here, so I just gotta wait for the right time. There's nothing coming that way, but there is a lot coming that way. And it's not really about being able to stop the traffic, it's when people pull too close to you. You got your hazards on and they don't understand that you're backing up even though you're sideways in the road. Oh, perfect. Not a single car in sight. It's halfway dumped.
I know.
Pull forward, Luke. All right, that didn't go too bad. Well, you guys get all the forming tools out?
Yep.
Tapcon, saws, drills,
I think your bag
screws, levels, string lines. Just gonna get this gravel spread in the low spot. Yeah.
You're getting pretty good at that machine.
Yeah, it's like the last month or so, my brain is finally like, all right, no more H pattern. That. Get 2x4s out first, please. 3 of them. That approach I tore out.
Yeah.
I had to rent Blue's machine. That wheeled one, I don't know if you saw it, but it was foot pattern.
Oh.
Where
That's what I learned.
Oh my gosh, dude, I looked like probably you guys did on your first day. Yeah. It was so embarrassing. I was like, these people are probably like, why are we paying this guy to do our concrete? No, that's not bad. Sweet. All right, we got this side formed. Gonna do the complicated side now. Then we can pull a string and see how much gravel we need to haul in. It'd be really nice if it was just like 2 dump trailer full so I don't have to pay for a semi, but we'll see. So here's where the engineering comes in. And do that and that. Okay, where's the plywood? Drake, will you hop in the machine, back up, set the bucket over there, and then pick up the fork so we have a table to cut?
Yeah.
Right there. Perfect. Alrighty, we got it all prepped. This wall here was pretty tricky, but I think we got enough kickers. Had to kind of make poured wall forms here, so this will be kind of the stressful part of the morning, is kind of adjusting this as we go in and out with the pressure. It's got to figure out yardage yet, but should be about 20 yards. By 12 triangle. All right, got it. Will you see how much expansion we have, Luke? Yeah, that'll be, the bundle will be enough because it's 100 feet. The felt is 100, the rubber is 50. Alrighty, mud's at 6:30. So I want you guys to leave the shop at 6. I mean, don't get there at 5:30, but 5:55, so you can hop out of the truck and take King here. I'm gonna come early and have all the tools out.
You said 6 o'clock? Oh, 6:30.
6:30 is mud. I want you leaving the shop at 6.
No, I'm good with that. That's awesome.
Yeah, not by, I mean, I'm glad with it too, but I didn't choose that. That was the only available time other than, I could have done it at 4 o'clock if you guys would have rather.
I'm good with that.
All right. All right, I'm going to Best Block, so I won't see you guys. Thank you very much.
Yep. Okay.
Did somebody put my tripod?
Yeah, tripod.
Okay. What's that?
That's King's.
Okay.
Thank you.
There we go, keeping tools straight. All right, I'll see you guys bright and early. Alrighty, that was a full day, but turned out pretty good. I was a little worried about engineering that wall, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. We've done much trickier. Gonna call it a day. We have 6:30 mud, so I'm going to get some rest tonight and get here just before 6 so we can get out tools, get the ground wet, get everything ready, get some rebar put in there. Alrighty, I'm gonna get going. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. We are heading to the job. It's 5:51. We got concrete in a half an hour. I'm gonna go to the gas station and get some fuel. The buggy's a little bit low, and I'm gonna try to vibro it today, the Vibro-Screed. We got a really flat spot up top, so I'm definitely gonna have to hand screed that, but as we get up the hill, the pitch gets even more extreme, which that's kind of the worry about using a Vibro-Screed, is it's very accurate if you have people behind you that can get it flawlessly come along, but if you have two separate people on different sides, like somebody's leaving it high and somebody's leaving it low, it really is hard to get it as flat. So when you're dealing with an extremely careful spot, I don't like to use the Vibro-Screed. But once there's a 1/4 inch per foot or a decent amount of pitch, it's a great solution to save your back. It's 59 degrees, a little chilly, which is great. But it's a big driveway. It's gonna be 22 yards. I'm 100% not going to strip and face that thickened edge. That's just way too much to handle. And if I'm stressed about that, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the top perfect. So we're gonna leave that form up overnight, and then tomorrow we'll come back and use Yuko Repair. I think it's Yuko Repair V100 or something like that. It's a crazy strong bond, and we'll parge and broom the side of the face to make it look really nice. It blends in great with new concrete, so it's an extra step, but there's not, I mean, we would need probably 2 or 3 extra guys to strip and face this entire thing, so you can only do what you can do. Got a lot on the plate, but we should be able to get it all done because we're starting at 6:30, so that kind of helps the hours. It's going to be at least a 12-hour day, probably a 14 or 16-hour day, because then I'll have to come back to this driveway tonight and cut it. That's what business is all about.
We are caught up. A friendly reminder from your Leader Flight Diseases Either department.
It's nice this time of morning because there's not hardly any traffic. Which is another benefit to pouring this early. We don't have to worry about cars as much flying by us, but by the time the second truck leaves, I'm sure it's going to be full rush hour already. Got to try to be fast but quiet because it's still pretty early in the morning and we want to keep all the neighbors and everybody happy. Let's party. I guess we don't really have to worry about noise. I want the big 6-foot channelable float too. You're gonna need to get a shovel or something. Get this down. I need to work on that expansion going over there. Or here, there's a hammer. Use that as your ramp. Go sideways. That way you don't have to really aim. Just watch that first stake.
I take it we're not stripping this today.
No. I don't plan on it.
You had to go all the way down with it.
Well, it wasn't like that before, but it was all pitching to the neighbors, and it was all going right down towards that fence. What? We took them.
Oh, that was like when we were on the freeway.
We were on 94.
I hope nobody realized it came from me.
Okay, see where it's kind of dirty and then clean? Okay. Right about there.
All right.
So if I tell you add water, you just do this to them.
Okay.
So you're tall enough, you can probably just go right over the side. Just like that. Wow. Here, it must just do that, and then set it down like that.
You want me to go a little higher with the buggy?
That is his first time driving it, so yeah, you can, but just let him get a feel of it on this first few. Over here. Down here? So what we got for pitch is it's going from this corner right down to that side of the drain. So it's kind of not a swale, but it's pitching this way. So this is a little high. Chelsea, you're probably gonna be the one edging. Just make this look nice. You gotta fake it. Just a broken piece of expansion. just have them dump up here again. Yeah. I want to keep going. Just be careful doing that. Don't push the rebar closer to the face. Just make sure you're above it, Chelsea. That's where all the water's flowing.
What's that?
Just make sure you're above the drain. That's where all of the water is flowing.
You want to move this out of the way, or are you about to use it?
No, I can't move it. I can't use it till up a little bit. I'll move it. How much you got left? Middle. Luke, hop out. I want the wheelbarrow as far forward as he can go so that truck can pull up and the next one can pull right up. No, the street. The end of that parking spot. Underneath? Yeah. We'll get that after. Chels, one pole. We done did it, crew. Got a ways to go, but hard part's done. What's that?
What I miss on?
Nothing. I said we did it. We still got more to go, but the hard part's over. Hey, Charles, can I see that edger, please?
Yeah, 1 sec. Let me fix this.
Okay. Yeah. Are my blades and weights out for the whirly gig?
The blade should be on.
Okay. Oh. No, that was my finish trowel.
Yeah.
You can't hurt a hand float. I spend all summer calibrating my finish trowel. Make sure that's got gas. I'm gonna actually need it soon somehow. I don't know if I could live on this road. That is so loud. Charles, will you come edge so Drake can bull float so I can whirly gig? See how I'm kind of just zigzagging all over the place and I'm not leaving any cream ridge?
Yeah.
You can do that until you hit the new truck and then you'll have to switch from doing that. Luke, will you throw my sunglasses over here, please? Just throw them harder than you think. They're not expensive. Perfect. We gotta complete the trio. Oh. Let me know when you notice it change. Okay. Once it does, you can take the weights off and keep going. That's what we'll do. We'll broom the border the other direction. It'll make it stand out, and then we don't have to worry about over brooming. Will you guys load the buggy up, please? Be careful, obviously.
Big driveway.
Yeah. Went pretty good though. Nice job, Judy. Okay. Luke, are you good to keep washing tools? I'm gonna have Chelsea take me back so I can drive show back here to get tools. Thank you much.
Okay.
Love ya. Alright, just got back to the driveway. Looks like it's curing out nicely. Still got a ways to go before it's ready to cut, but I'm gonna throw some curing compound on there. This will definitely be ready to cut tonight though. Better move this before somebody tries to park here and hits it. That'd be a mess. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. I have a few errands to run. Then I'll come back tonight and get it cut. Alrighty guys, just got back from saw cutting. Brought the boys with me. It turned out really good. That sealer actually, I was a little worried that the sealer would stop the top from curing a bit and cause more flaking, but it actually did the opposite for some reason. So it cut perfectly, and now tomorrow we can just wash it down and parge the face. Again, I didn't strip and face that because it was just too much. I'll get that parged and broomed tomorrow. The homeowner already called me and said he was super happy, which is great to hear. You're a loud breather, buddy. We're gonna call that a wrap for this video. We'll see you guys tomorrow.